Good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, happy Mother's Day. For all of us who have mothers, are mothers, love mothers, think about mothers, all the things about mothers. We have such a treat today. Sara Rain is talking about the Divine Mother. And I want to tell one story about Sara. When I was 9 months pregnant with my son Sean, we had a blessing way where a group of women chanted and sung and brought love around my ginormous belly. Do you remember, Sara? Sara is blessing of motherhood to me. So thank you for being here today. Hey, how many of you are new to Unity of Fort Collins today? Just raise a hand. Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. If you'd like a packet, one will go in your hand if you just put it up. Okay. I want to tell you one unique thing about Unity. Because if you show up on one Sunday and you think that's what Unity is, you could be really surprised because the next Sunday could be entirely different. We, not so much numbers, not members, but we're a weird church. And what we do is we have a foundation in unity through our beloved Reverends Jim and Sharon. And then our experiment is to invite members of our community and members of the larger community to speak to us. So the benefit of that is that we practice, we're all teachers and we're all learners. And what happens any Sunday could be a surprise. And you might love it or you might hate it. But if you come next week, it'll be different. So, and Jim and Sharon create the unity foundational stability for us. So we're grounded in unity. But we are also an interfaith community. So we believe in the many paths, one God approach to spirituality. The other beautiful thing that has happened here, because we share all the responsibilities, is this community has come together like no other community I have witnessed. So we know each other and love each other and practice our spiritual growth together. So welcome to Unity on Mother's Day this year. Next week, Jim is talking about the Bible as a story of our awakening. So I'm pretty curious about how to make sense out of the Bible, particularly now. So anyway, thank you, Jim, for bringing your wisdom to us. Youth and Family Ministry, the group is working about expressing feelings. And I'll let the rest of you come on up. Come on up, Jim.
Good morning, I'm Jim, and most of you already know me. Add to what Ann was saying, we have a very loving and giving community, and I'd like to thank all the volunteers who had come out over the last month and helped complete the large fence on the west side of the building. That was quite a project. Thank you all. And today is the last day to sign up for next Saturday's first spring cleanup. So the clipboards will be coming around, and feel free to sign up. We got lots of projects, so I'll find a place for you in those. And one last thing, we're a growing community, and I would like to ask everybody if you can park straight in, not angled, because that takes away some of the parking. And like I said, we're growing, which is great, but we need to have parking for everyone. Thank you.
So I'm pretty sure if you don't sign up, Jim will chase you away.
Good morning. I'm here representing the interior team today. And we've been doing some little fix-up. We put some plants around. You might have noticed it new, and we've been trying to decorate the entryway a little bit more. And we have a piece of furniture that we want to bring here that's really heavy. And I need 3 volunteers that, are really good at lifting heavy furniture. And if you could come to me or maybe talk to Holly Gates, and we can arrange to get it here. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you.
Good morning. Oops. Does it come up very easily? Not easily. So, I'm Robert Hudgens, and I will be participating as your prayer chaplain today. So I would like to offer anyone who is a mother or anyone who has had a mother to come join me, and we can hold our hearts together and offer up either sorrows or joys. Thank you. In the Myrtle Room, right back behind here.
Good morning. My name is Kamina, and I'd like to invite you to come to what's called a Twin Hearts meditation this Tuesday in the Roomy Room, 7 p.m. And it's an opportunity to come together and to bless the earth. I know Mother Earth is a focus all the time, but this is a particularly special meditation because it allows you to open your heart. And when you open your heart, you also then open up your crown, which then makes and lets the divine energy come through you. And I think we could just use more and more and more blessed energy every moment. And so I hope you'll come, experience it. And if you'd like to stay after, we also offer energy healing, which is called pranic healing. I'll be in the bookstore. If you want to come talk to me, I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thanks.
Good morning. I don't know if this is appropriate to use this time to share a memory, but I just felt inspired to. So many decades ago, when Paul Holderman was the minister, I can still remember a story he told us on Mother's Day. He was raised Mennonite, I believe, some denomination where going to movies was strictly prohibited. And as a young teenager, he kind of creeped into his house and was met by his mother, who knew where he had been. And, and she declined to guilt him about that experience. So to all those mothers who've been less than perfect like myself, here's to you.
Here's to you. Jim, are you coming up? No. Okay. I think the rest of the things are in the bulletin. Renee. Unscheduled chaos. Okay. All right, friends, let's go ahead and create our unity blessing together. Our unity centers us in light and peace, allowing us to recognize our God within and to radiate that love to the world. Thank you all.
Yeah. Love to the world. Okay, we're going to do all mom songs today. I'm really lucky that Elise is going to help us out on this service here.
I feel just as lucky.
Thank you. Thank you, Elise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, too. All right, okay, Natasha's going to do a reading for us.
Good morning. My name is Natasha, or Tasha. I love both versions of my name. So I'm going to read a poem, but I want to tell you a little bit about it first. I signed back on in February to do a reading for Mother's Day, and I tried really hard to find this perfect Mother's Day poem, something that called to me, and I just didn't find it, to be honest. But I reached out to a friend who is really good at this kind of stuff. But she sent me this poem, and I was like, well, this isn't really what I'm looking for. So I still kept looking and looking. But the more I thought about this poem, I kind of kept coming back to it and dissecting it, different parts of it, and I really liked it as I kind of sat with it a bit. And then this morning, my aunt texted me, and she asked me what the poem is that I'll be reading today, and I told her that this is On Children by Khalil Gibran. She said, well, that's one of my favorite authors. And she said, it's one of your grandmother's favorite authors as well. So I said, well, this is the poem. So, On Children. Your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And they are not with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children are living arrows are set forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrow may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's get some singers and some musicians up here, okay? We have a song here, Mary, Did You Know, that I just love so much. I always, any excuse to play it, and Mother's Day is a good one. Yeah, we got Peter Parnegg on the bass there, and Gerald Gates back there on the drums, and David Schoen up here on guitar, and we're gonna have a special flute treat on this from Francesco. All right, guys, are you ready? Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, oh, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered was soon here for you. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Did you know that your baby boy has walked the angel's ride? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the praise of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect land? The sleeping child you're holding is the great. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? Oh, 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 oh. Mary, did you know? All right, thank you, everybody. We will all be back. I'm gonna let Sara take over for now.
Take over. Awesome. Oh, this community is just so sweet. It's so fun. I love all of you. Thanks for having me back this morning. Thank you, Anne and Dahlia in particular for looping me back in, hooking me back in. You know, while I'm just listening to the readings this morning and the prayers and the music, I'm gonna throw all of my cards out, of course. I have so many plans of things I wanna tell you. And then I go, do you know the Sweet Honey in the Rock version of On Children? I can't do all of it, but I can do a little bit. That is, your children are not your children. They are the sons and the daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but they are not from you. And though they are with you, they belong not to you. You can give them your love, but not your thoughts. They have their own thoughts. They have their own thoughts. You can house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in a place of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You can strive to be like them, but you cannot make them just like you. Strive to be like them, but you cannot make them just like you. Happy Mother's Day. How many of you hate Mother's Day? I'm serious. Do any of you just hate Mother's Day? I am a mother. I have adult children, and when my children were little, I would run away from home every Mother's Day. I'm serious. It was like Mother's Day means it's the day I don't have to be a mother, damn it, and I would leave. And I remember my mother running away from home on Mother's Day. My mother is here today. Here we are. I hated Mother's Day. It's okay to hate Mother's Day. Now, here's the thing. For this morning, I would like to talk with you specifically about 2 qualities of Mother's Day that might be helpful. This thing is so annoying. That is, I've been affectionately referring to it, you'll appreciate this, as the phenomenon of transference and transcendence in the realm of the Divine Mother and what I'm calling divining the Mother. And the divining the Mother is finding Mother. That really is, how do we read the signs, the inner and outer realities, so that we can discover what Mother really means and make that really relevant. And our spiritual lives, fascinatingly, are such great tools for using all of these psychological phenomena of projection and transference in healthy ways. I don't want to give you a whole psychology lecture. I have no idea. It's 10:26. I'm supposed to talk for 17 minutes, right, Jim? 17 minutes. And I've been up here for probably 5 now. So I need one. Okay, so I would like to actually start winding back to the beginning. Hi, Aldo. So nice to see you. Where's your mama? Your mama's over here. She's coming up, Aldo. If you just stay right here, she's coming. So sweet. Hi, honey. I usually start my talks with the Sufi invocation, but today I want to start with a different form of invocation that is a prayer called Sakina, that is not calling something forth, it's acknowledging something that's already here. And I would like to invite you to echo this after me if you're willing. I didn't give slides because I never plan things far enough advance. So I invite you to just check in with your heart to see if you're willing to say this after me. In your presence, Divine Mother. In your presence, Divine Mother. The embodiment of all that is holy. The embodiment of all that is holy. Birther and cherisher of the worlds. Birther and cherisher of the worlds. Illuminate our prayers. Illuminate our prayers. Guide our lives. And hold us ever in your perfect heart. And hold us ever in your perfect heart. Could you feel it, or were you too busy concentrating on what do I need to remember and say next and not mess any words up? The Divine Mother has always been here, from the very beginning. One thing that I've been reflecting on a lot in the last couple weeks thinking about this talk is the fact that every one of us, you know, you wondered if it was the chicken or the egg. It was the egg, of course. It was the egg. And because at some point, I didn't know I was going to tell you this, but at some point there was a creature that wasn't quite a chicken, but almost, that laid an egg, and then a chicken hatched out of the egg. Like, that's how evolution works. And guess what? Every single one of us started as an egg. And it was only half of your chromosomes, but it was half of your chromosomes. And those chromosomes existed in the form of an egg. And that egg existed, now just think about this for a second. It'll blow your mind if you really think about this. The physical human egg that is in the ovaries started when your mother was in utero. when your mother was in utero, when your mother was an embryo, a fetus, not born. You, as an egg, existed in her ovaries 2 generations ago. I started as an egg in my grandmother's uterus. Same for you. Are you just thinking about that? And it doesn't matter what the relationships are. It doesn't matter if you know your mother or your grandmother. And it doesn't matter if they know you. That is the matrilineal reality of our human experience. And that goes all the way back through every generation to Eve. I had to do a little research because I started thinking humanity is really like a garden. You know, we like to think every human being started, like humanity as a species started in Africa, we're told. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe they're God seeds, Mama God, I call her Mama God. Maybe they're Mama God seeds of humanity that were just sprinkled like wild seeds all over the planet, and that blossomed up in different places with different forms and expressions. The Prophet Muhammad said that there were 70 different races of humanity that evolved around the planet. Now, maybe it's true that there was one human being who is credited as the first chicken that popped out of the egg, human, that maybe was Adam, or maybe it was Eve, and maybe it was Lilith. Do you remember Lilith? Ooh, I love Lilith. So Lilith was the first wife of Adam. Did you know he had a wife before Eve? And she refused to be subservient to her husband, and so she left the garden and started making her own babies on the oceans of the world. And so she's really the first mother, but not recognized as the mother of humanity because she was too disobedient. Go Lilith. Yeah. So then Eve came about, and Eve is really recognized as the mother of humanity, the mother of humanity. I would like to share with you a little bit of a practice that we do in our Sufi community in the Temple of the Divine Feminine that is the attunement to the Divine Mother that invokes a lot of different forms of the Mother. And this started as a practice to really try to bridge the gap between the divine and our human experience. Maybe you've noticed that in a whole lot of humanity, the Divine Mother is missing, that she is not recognized, she is not seen. And maybe you've noticed, coincidentally or not, that human women tend to not have as much power, as much money, as much respect in the world. I wonder if those things are related. I wonder if those things might possibly be tied together. They might possibly be tied together. So maybe we could implement some healing and some integration and some harmonizing and some balance by lifting the feminine, by lifting the Divine Mother, by recognizing her and seeing how she exists within every aspect of spirituality and our human experience. Because she does. She is. And she's just waiting for us to pay attention. And she's patient. Mary, did you know? That reminded me of a Patty Griffin song. That's Mary, you're covered in roses, you're covered in ashes, you're covered in rain, you're covered in babies, covered in slashes, covered in wilderness, covered in shame. You cast aside the sheets, you cast aside the shroud of another man who served the world proud. You greet another son, you lose another one. On some sunny day, and always you stay, Mary. It says, Jesus flew off and the angels are singing his praises in a cloud of glory, but you stay behind and start cleaning up the place. That's the mother. We talk about self-sacrifice being the theme of Christianity because Jesus died on the cross, but we don't talk about the self-sacrifice of the mother. The Prophet Muhammad said, I wrote it down. I wrote it down because it was so good. Well, first he said, you can never repay the debt you owe to your mother. You never can. I try to write things down. Once a man asked the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, O messenger of Allah, who among the people is the most worthy of my good companionship? And he replied, your mother. And the man asked, then who? And the Prophet said, your mother. And the man said again, then who? And the Prophet said, your mother. 3 times. Here's the attunement to the Divine Mother. That is an invitation for us to reconcile and weave a blessing of wholeness and holiness between the transcendent, the divine, and the human mother. Divine Mother, by thy grace, I open my heart to thee in thy forms of strength, beauty, and mercy. Strength, beauty, and mercy. And then we go through a series of expressions of the Divine Mother, starting with, today we're going to do Gaia, Earth Mother, Pachamama, just the Earth Mother, Gaia, Pachamama. And I invite you to lift your heart awareness and your head to say, Ya Ruh, and to invite this living presence into your own being. Ya Ruh, invoking the spirit of the mother. And then we'll say, the creator, the sustainer, the mother of all life and humanity. And I invite you to turn your awareness down into your own physical body, your heart, your solar plexus, and say, Ah, Ruh, acknowledging what is already present within you. Ah, Ruh. And then we'll invite 3 more aspects of the Divine Mother. Shekhinah, Sophia, and Shakti. That is power and wisdom and light. And we'll lift the heart, the awareness, and the head and say, Ya Ruh, Ya Ruh, inviting her in. Mother of strength, of energy, of vitality, all that moves through creation. And we'll bring an Ah Ruh into our own bodies. Ah Ruh. 3 more aspects of the Divine Mother. We attune to you, Divine Mother, as Kuan Yin, as the green Tara, and as the Lady of Guadalupe. That is the qualities of compassion, of healing, of presence, availability to humanity. And we'll lift our heart's awareness and our gaze, Ya Ruh, inviting her in, Ya Ruh. And feeling that selfless generosity, the Bodhisattva spirit that is ready to go to aid wherever there is hurt and suffering, and the arms of the Divine Mother that constantly welcomes us back for comfort, for healing, for presence into her lap. And we'll acknowledge and experience her in our own beings with Ah Ruh, Ah Ruh. And then we'll bridge the gap into the human expressions of Khadija, the first wife of the Prophet, the mother of the faith. and Eve, the mother of humanity, the human form of humanity. And we'll lift our heart's awareness into these human forms of inspiration and wisdom that set the example of the ultimate expressions of the Divine Mother. Ya Ruch, Ya Ruch. That hold the positions of stability, of strength, of guiding light and wisdom into our own physical beings. Ah, Ruch. Ah, Ruch. All right, now here's the kicker. Are you ready? You might want to brace yourselves. Put your helmets on. The attunement for the Divine Mother starts with aspects of the holy that are beyond human form, that are the myths, the stories, the ideals of the Divine Mother. And then they gradually come into the inspiring historical figures. But then, most importantly, they come into our human relationships. That is especially important in the relationships that are uncomfortable, painful, disappointing, sad, that are dysfunctional in some kind of way. And that's for real. And even if the human relationships are beyond repair, the relationship with the divine will be strengthened and healed by us bringing peace into our own hearts and honoring and acknowledging the role of the mothers, even when we, the mothers, are inadequate. So now I invite you to invite in, to welcome in, to acknowledge directly, to whatever extent you can, first, your paternal grandmother. That is your father's mother. And we're going to take just a moment to say, paternal grandmother, my father's mother. And please, in your own way, you can whisper it or say it aloud. Say her name. Jan. And invite her in. Ya Ruch. Because she is your father's ancestor, whether you knew her or not, whether you like her or not, there she is. Lineage of the father. Ah, Ruch. Ah, Ruch. I have my father's hands. He probably got them from her, you know? There's something. Okay, now the maternal grandmother, your mother's mother. And I invite you to say her name. Consuelo. Esperanza. Ya Ruch. In your own body, in your genes, in the sound of your own voice, in the color of your eyes, in the texture of your hair, in your height, in your girth, the mother's mother. Ah, Ruch. Okay, now your own mama, your own mother. Whether you know her or not, like her or not, love her or not. Not everyone can be as fortunate to have the most adorable mother like mine, but you know. All right, so your own mother, with whatever that relationship is, the woman who birthed you, who carried you as an egg from the time she was in utero. Her name? Do you have your name? Rachel. Ya Ruch. And coming into the body. Ah, Ruch. Now yourself. That is you, whether you are a mother or maybe you are married to someone, maybe you're divorced from someone who is the mother of your children, but there's someone in your generation that represents mother, that is the birther of the next generation, of your children. You have a name for that? Sara. Ya Ruch. Into your own heart, into your own soul. This moment in this glorious human experience, adventure that's happening, that we're part of, into our own bodies. Ruch. Okay, one more is for maybe your daughter. Or maybe there's someone that you know in that generation that is the birther of the future. They need all of our blessings. So maybe for your own daughter, daughter-in-law, that generation of mothers. Do you have a name? Matara. Becca. Ya Ruch. Holding them in our witnessing, compassionate hearts, with gratitude, with respect, with support. Ruch. I know I'm out of time, but we have to close this practice with, beloved mothers, you grace us with your blessed presence. We offer to you our love, our respect, and our gratitude. And we'll close it with, blessed be. Blessed be. Thank you, friends.
All right, thanks, Sara. Okay, here we go. Our thoughts are prayer, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayer. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is everywhere. And every thought's indeed a every thought's indeed a prayer.
Hi again. As a meditation for today, I would like to invite you into a moment of stillness, to just watch the breath as it flows so beautifully, generously in and out, carrying life strength, a generosity of blessing in every breath. We could say the breath itself is the mother of every cell that nourishes, that gives vitality to this living experience. And turning our heart's awareness to the great Mama God that holds and supports and sustains us. Inviting ourselves into an atmosphere of devotion, of love, that is letting the heart carry all of the longing, of the desires for comfort, for acceptance, the sweet, beautiful qualities of the mother, the ideals of the mother, that every human being is longing for in every moment of life. And we can invite the Divine Mother to hold all of those qualities, to be those qualities, to wrap us up in compassion, in gentleness, to help us know our true belonging in her heart, in her arms. Love is the Divine Mother's arms, and when those arms are open, all souls fall into them. Let's allow ourselves to fall into those arms that are ever waiting, ever holding, ever loving. The great Mother God is always listening for our prayers, ready to hear about our heartaches and to celebrate our joys. Paramahansa Yogananda said that there is the Divine Mother that we can offer our devotion to, and that our minds are like honeybees that are busy and constantly looking for the beauty of the flowers of the Divine Mother, and seeing her ideal and her perfection seated on the lotus flower of contentment, of tranquility. Engrossed is the bee of my mind on the blue lotus feet of my Divine Mother. Engrossed is the bee of my mind on the blue lotus feet of my Divine Mother. Divine Mother, 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 my Divine Mother. May the grace of the Mother surround and support each of us in our human experience, in our aspirations. May we each feel held and loved by her grace, by her mercy, by her kindness, and her perfection.
May the blessings of God rest upon me. May God's peace abide in me. May God's presence illuminate my heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest on you. May God's peace abide in you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forever. Let God rest upon us. May God's peace abide in us. May God's presence illuminate our heart now and forevermore. Now and forevermore.
So good morning. And thank you, Sara. 1,000 thank yous from our community as you shared with us. You know, as a spiritual teacher, I envy you in many ways. One way is you can start out a talk with a beautiful piece of music. You can sing your lesson. And yes, you certainly remind us of the fact there's only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, and that presence is both male and female. Think about that, guys. You also have the feminine within you. So we come to the time in our service where we share our morning offering together. So I'd invite you to take that offering and just hold it in your hands and just be grateful for all that is, especially the divine feminine within everything. So let's bless our offering with the words on the screen. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive. Thank you, God. Amen.
Hey, hey, Mama said, hey, hey, Mama said, hey, hey, Mama said, hey, hey, Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this, Mama, days. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this, Mama. Beautiful Mother's Day. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. My mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. Days meant to. Mama said there'll be days like this. Days meant to honor the divine Mama. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. Days meant to amaze. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. My mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. My mama said Mama said, every day's like this, every day's like this. Go to this part. Mama said, hey, hey, days like this, my mama said. One more. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this, my mama said. She said there'd be days meant to honor our mothers. Okay, we're gonna try a little Paul Simon story about our mothers. Okay. One, two, three, four.
When I was a little boy,
When I was just a boy,
and the devil called my name,
I was just a boy.
I said, who do you think you're fooling?
When I was just a boy,
I'm a consecrated boy,
when I was just a boy,
singer in the Sunday Unity Choir. My mama, she loves me, she loves me. She get down on her knees and hug me. Oh, she loves me like a rock, yeah. She rocked me like the rock of ages. She loved me.
love me, love me, love me, love me.
When I was grown to be a man,
I'm bound to be a man.
and the devil would call my name,
Grown to be a man.
and I'd say, who do you think you're fooling?
Grown to be a man.
I'm a consummated man,
Grown to be a man.
trying to snatch a little purity. My mama loved me, she loved me. She got down on her knees and she hugged me. Oh, she
Love me like a rock.
loved me like the rock
Rock of ages, she loved me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. All right, Susan.
If I was the president,
Was the president, was the president.
I'd say now,
Who do you think was the president?
the presidential seat,
Was the president?
presidential party. My mama, she loves me. She loves me. She got down on her knees and hugged me. She
Love me like a rock.
She
Love me like a rock of ages. She love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me, love me like a rock. She love me, love me, love me, love me, love me like a. She love me, love me, love me, love me, love me like. She love me, love me, love me, love me.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Love me like a rock, baby. She love me like a rock. Love me like a rock. Love me like. Can you help her now? Love me like a rock. Love me like a rock. Oh, baby, she love me. Oh, my mama, she love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. Sure, she love me like a rock. Yeah, she love me like a rock. Love me like a rock. Oh yeah, give me now. Love me. Give me 3 more times. Love me like a rock. Give me 2 more times. Love me like a rock. Give me 1 more time. Love me like a rock. Yeah.
Okay, we have This light of mine with the children coming in.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, out here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Here on Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine.
Good morning, good morning. This is definitely called Brothers Love. I love it. They're so sweet. We've had a good day with Mother's Day. Tell me, guys, how do moms show us they love us? They love us, yeah, they do. And how do we show our moms that we love them?
We kiss them.
Yeah. We kiss them and we hug them and we tell them that we love them, don't we? Yeah, exactly. We had a good day. They loved the playground equipment. We had fun. We tested out the swing today. Didn't we, Cannon? We had a couple of topples, and so we got a little dirty. Sorry about that. But anyway, it was a fun day. Thank you, guys.
Well, that's our Mother's Day for you. Happy Mother's Day. And now we're going to close our service by circling up. Tell somebody you love them, but don't kiss them, okay? So we thank Sara again for being with us as a community. And let's have a continuing wonderful Mother's Day together. The words are on your screen. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.